Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope that you are having a profitable trading week. Please like, comment and subscribe as it really helps to grow the channel. In this video, I will show you how to use Dark Rea Expert Advisor on MetaTrader 5. Dark Rea is a fully automatic expert advisor for impulse trading with a 4.48 rating. It uses the Dark Sprint MT5 indicator. So let's start by taking a closer look at the indicator. Dark Sprint is an indicator for intraday or day trading. It looks for impulses in the market, which is simply a move that is larger and faster than the surrounding price action. The Dark Spirit indicator is based on the trend following strategy, also adopting the use of the ATR indicator to determine the right volatility. The idea is to enter at the right levels in order to follow strong impulse on the current trend. Below this, we have video and a few images of Dark Sprint indicator. Dark Rea Expert Advisor comes with two different strategies, either with or against the trend. The same as in my previous videos. I recommend reading about the strategy and recommendations before testing the bot on MT5. So let's take a look at the recommendations. The recommended time frame for the intraday strategy is the 15-minute, hourly, and 4-hour time frame. Dark Rea can trade on multiple different securities with the right adjustments made to the settings. I will be testing the Euro USD on the hourly time frame, creating two different strategies for Dark Rea. For the best O2 trading results, it's recommended to use an ECN broker and a VPS for optimal performance. The recommended leverage and deposits depend on your settings, so adjust it accordingly in the strategy tester. Next, we are going to MetaTrader 5. I have already downloaded the Expert Advisor so that we can do the next step, which is to perform a strategy test on the trading bot. To do this, I'm going to select View, Strategy Tester, or simply press Ctrl+R for the shortcut. Next, under Overview, I'm going to select Single Test. Under Experts, I'm going to select Dark Rea. The symbol I'll be using is the Euro USD, and I'm going to select the hourly time frame for our strategy test. Next, I'm going to set the period to the last year. Now that we have set the parameters for the test, I'm going to reset the inputs to default, and we are going to run the Expert Advisor. To do this, simply press Start. Let's take a look at the graph and the return curve it's showing. Using the default settings for this period has a lot of drawdown, and the default settings for the Expert Advisor only allows it to open 10 trades on the grid. This means it's now simply holding these trades because on default it doesn't have a stop loss. Once the strategy test has been completed, MetaTrader 5 opens a chart showing all the trades for the period tested. Once we have found the set of trades that have been holding us in drawdown, we can take a closer look at what happened on the default settings. By doing this, it will give you a better idea of how to adjust your settings according to how it acts in the live market. You'll see that we opened these in April and that they were held throughout the testing period on default. It ended up with a total net loss of minus $6,686.38 at a 0.01 lot. Next, I'm going to show you how to optimize to improve the set file for the expert advisor and see if we can turn it into a profitable bot. Under settings, you have different options for optimization. I'm going to select fast genetic based algorithm for my strategy test to save time. Next, under inputs, let's start with settings for the Dark Sprint indicator. I would recommend optimizing the period, multiplier, and length. For my optimization, I am going to optimize Dark Sprint period. To do this, you have to select the box next to period, and then you can change the input values and make sure that everything else is unselected. What I'm going to do for the period is I'm going to start at 10, a step of 1, and I'm going to let the ATR go up to 20. That means there will be 11 optimization tests run with the default settings, only adjusting the Dark Sprint period. The reason why I'm showing everyone how to do this is so that you can learn more about optimization. If you take notes on the process, you'll be able to create your own set file for any expert advisor on the market. I'm also going to show you how scammers can adjust a set file to make it look stunningly impressive. However, it completely fails in the live market. It is important to create your own set file according to the liquidity of your broker, because each broker's liquidity is different. Different brokers also have different account types and spreads that can need to be adjusted for your settings. So let's fast forward a bit and take a closer look at the optimization results. From the optimization results, we learn that one simple adjustment isn't going to change everything. However, let's take the fastest period in our test and see if we can't build a simple strategy from there. To do this, we're going to disable optimization and set Dark Sprint period to 10 and the impulse length to 3. So I've adjusted the ATR period to 10 and the size of the candle and the impulse length to 3. And as you can see, with a 0.01 lot, we see a much more aggressive curve on the graph. We still have periods of large drawdown, which is typical for this EA. So total net profit was $425.73 with a profit factor of 2.75. The equity drawdown was 4.9%. It placed a total of 430 trades, with the largest profit trade $39 and the largest loss $10. The average profit trade was 2.11 and the average loss 2.16. However, that looks very impressive. However, if you were to test it in the live market and adjust the take profit by only 10 pips, you'll see that the EA starts going into large periods of drawdown. Next, we're going to forward to the results for this test. Let's take a look at the results. We'll see with that simple adjustment of 10 pips more, the EA completely failed. So what we're going to do next is look at the other spectrum of Dark Sprint, increasing the period of the ATR to 16 and increasing the Dark Sprint impulse length to 6. So our first set was for a fast moving ATR and short impulse length, and this is the other side of the spectrum. So total net profit is $131.70. Very important, you see the total trades decreased from over 400 to only 124. Now what I'm going to do from the slower period is adjust the settings to see if we can improve this result. To do this under inputs, I'm going to make a few changes to the Expert Advisor to make it work on a slower moving average. So first, enable closing on opposite single. Next, money management, I'm going to change to true and to 0.1 risk percent. Next, when it comes to trading days, I'm going to change this to only trade during specific times of the day according to broker server time. To see your broker server time, simply open the Market Watch video. Now that we have our accurate broker server time, I'm going to adjust Dark Rea to only trade during volatile times in the market, preferably from London session until end of New York. So I'm going to start Rea just before London session until 2 hours before close of market. I'm going to leave it as false for close everything, and for trading days I'm going to change Friday, Saturday and Sunday to false. Next, allow buy and sell at the same time, I'm going to leave at false. However, I am going to change the maximum amount of trades that are allowed to be open for a buy or a sell grid. This is to help the Expert Advisor if there is large moves against it so that it can have more trades on the grid. Next, I'm going to increase the grid minimum grid size to 100, and I'm going to change the ATR period to 14 and the ATR multiplier to 1. Next, we're going to adjust the take profit. First, I'm going to have a different take profit for my grid and first order. The take target for the first order is going to be 250, and the take target for the grid is 150. The reason, when you look at the chart, there's a lot of movements that weren't captured by the Expert Advisor. Next, we're going to set a stop loss. Now, because of the high drawdown percentage of this Expert Advisor, we will need to increase our percentage accordingly. For now, I'm going to leave the average trading stop to false, and we'll adjust that later. To start this new set, I'm going to press start. And the first negative part that you see there, that is when the indicator closed on an opposite signal. So instead of us going into deep drawdown, we were actually able to continue the curve in a positive direction. Let's take a look at the results. With this minor adjustments, we were able to make $179 at a 1.81% drawdown. Now, if we were to take this and adjust the risk percentage so that it adjusts according to the account balance in the account, let's see what happens. So what this does is the money management settings adjust the lot size according to the account balance. Again, that was a opposite signal close. This EA does still have high periods of drawdown, so please be careful. We were able to do total net profit of 18% with an equity drawdown of 17.89%, a profit factor of 1.71. The total trades were 119 during the period, with a total percentage one of 64.71%. This Expert Advisor is ideal for trading during times of high volatility. So make sure to check your own broker server time and adjust the settings accordingly. I hope this video showed you how a few small adjustments can make a big difference to a trading system. Take the time and play around with the different settings and create your own set files. For the best trading results, I recommend using a reliable VPS system for your automated trading. A low or raw spread account can really affect your returns. Lastly, a low latency for order execution speed can really improve your trading. If you have any questions about this video, just leave them in the comments below. If you haven't already, feel free to drop it a like, as it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Happy trading. Bye.